Hello and welcome to the Bigger Issues with Nick and James. I'm James.
And I'm Nick. Whoa, okay. I have my harmonica upside down.
Fantastic.
Henceforth, it sounded different. Great.
Okay.
I was originally planning on congratulating myself there for actually, saying, and I'm Nick, after, instead of just kind of pausing
Yeah.
and then doing
No,
it
that
like
was
last
no.
time.
You did well. You did well.
Oh well. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Can I just mention? We should have said this last week, but we didn't. We're not actually using Stanley anymore.
Oh yeah, God, Stanley's dead. Sorry.
We didn't. Did we mention it?
No, we didn't. I remember this. I was going to say, and then I forgot because I'm an idiot. Everyone forgets about Stanley, and now that he's dead, everyone will forget about him forever.
So yeah, we're just using a software that mixes audio tracks to record it, and that's what we're doing now.
Technical stuff. So yeah, today we've got something special. This is so special. Because last episode I was listening to this back and I was thinking the problem with this list is that it's too disjointed. Like we're just going from the top to the bottom and it's not a natural flow, you know? And I had this great idea, right, which is that what we're going to do is we're going to try and do it as subtly as possible. And each of us has 5 things to talk about, and we've got to change the subject to those 5 things without the other person knowing about it.
Which is fantastic.
It's going to be great.
I've got a list with 5 items.
I've got a list.
Nick has a list with 5 items. Neither of us know what each of those items are.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
I know.
So
I hope so.
Can I just start off with something that I have in brackets on my list, which is not
which means
one
it
of my
doesn't
goals.
count.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Although actually, I could just be throwing you off the scent here. This could be like some kind of double bluff because you can only call the other person out 5 times, can't you?
Yeah, this is true.
So the thing I wanted to talk about was our viewing figures. You know, we gotta keep this.
Okay, have you been paying attention to that?
No, I've only just gone back on another look.
We only check when we're recording.
Yeah, so 56 on the first one, 20 on the second, 24 on the third for some reason, probably because it's got a TARDIS in it, and you know, we're appealing to the Doctor Who fandom there. And then 20 on episode 4. So yeah, great success, I suppose.
Yeah,
I need
probably.
to on social media more. Okay, well, that's my thing. God, I always feel really weird now.
Nick,
What?
when you type the bigger issues into YouTube, our episode 3 is the 3rd result.
What? No, I don't believe you.
Type it in, the bigger issues. It's there, isn't it?
Oh my word!
The first one,
James,
the first
I'm sorry.
result, the first result. Hang on, the first result for anyone that.
No,
obviously-
James, we're not going to say anything because I've got several results here. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this so everyone out there can see this how beautiful it is.
Okay, but
Wow.
ours is the 3rd result, isn't it?
No, for me, episode 4 is the 6th result.
Oh wow.
And episode 3 is a bit further down. But
Episode 1's... No, I'll take a screenshot of mine.
It's because mine's already been watched. I've already watched episode 3, so...
I've already watched episode 3, but it's still there.
Weird. Maybe I've watched episode
Spooky.
3 more. Probably, seeing as it has 20 views. But it said 24 earlier. Ooh. Paradoxical. Anyway,
Although, I'm taking the screenshot here, but I could totally have created this image using my pro image editing skills.
yeah.
Hey,
Microsoft
you laugh, but I'm pretty good with the old MS Paint.
Well, as you can see in the episode 1 thumbnail, I'm pretty good at MS Paint too. God, it's not nice, that thumbnail, really. We should probably update it.
No, leave it.
Is that just laziness speaking?
No, this is James speaking. Hello. This is James. James to Nick.
Nice.
Can you hear me? Banter.
Yeah, I can hear you. Right. God, I always feel really weird when actually like recording this now because I've realized that when I like, because after you record it, obviously you go back and you like listen to it back and make sure you've got all the correct information on it for the description and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you
And
do that. I don't.
I do that, yeah.
That's kind
So
of your job.
I can feel like my future self judging me right now. He's listening.
Is that one
to
of your
this.
list items?
Shit.
Language.
Sorry. We'll
It's
beep that
okay.
out. We'll beep that out.
No. It's
You don't know how to
you know,
do it.
in like a film that's rated a 12, you get like one swear word, like
One
for the
swear.
film.
Okay.
So that's our one swear. We're 12. So we're
Okay.
not allowed to swear again.
Okay.
It's because I
Sure.
swear because I watched Ant-Man last week.
Is
That's
that a list
12.
item?
God.
Oh man.
This is
Wow.
too easy.
Yeah.
Um,
We both need to have more things that aren't our list. We can't just go straight into it, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about Ant-Man anyway because I wanted
Go.
to. I actually quite liked it. It was good.
It was good, but it was you see what you did see what I mean about it not quite knowing what it was. Like
A little bit, but I like that. I liked it. It was good. Also, um, Jack Howard made a video not too long ago. We talked about him last week,
yes.
and he
Sort
talked.
of.
He was talking about Spider-Man, because he's like a massive Spider-Man fan, and he said that when he watched Ant-Man, he noticed. I didn't notice this, but it's pretty awesome. That at some point when they were talking about the Avengers, somebody was saying, "We got a guy now who swings and climbs walls."
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, because they are
No,
actually
I didn't. I saw it later.
they are
Okay.
actually doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man, aren't they?
He's in the Secret War, is it? I think that's what the one is. And Captain
I don't know,
uh,
but that's good, isn't it?
Civil War. That's what it is. Secret War's the comic event. No, in Civil War he's going to be a side character, like you know how they do it.
Yeah.
And then he's going to have his own film later on.
Yeah.
And it's about time, really, because he's a good.
But
good guy.
when is X-Men going to be put in line with Marvel Cinematic Universe? That's
It's not, because as of now, I know that we're still getting a Deadpool film.
A Deadpool film.
Yeah, and I've got mixed
Aw.
feelings about this actually, because like I watched the first trailer, the like teaser trailer, whatever, and I actually thought it was really good. Like it looks really good. And then the second trailer that I've seen, and this is it now. I'm not going to watch any more. Like this is it. Spoilers, come on. But the second one, there was a seed of doubt
Okay.
because Deadpool's a very easy character to get wrong, and they have got him wrong in the past.
So I don't know a lot about Deadpool. All I know that he's got a bit of a cult following, and also like one of his video games got like banned for some reason.
Yeah, just James, I need you to talk for like 30 seconds while I run across the room and grab the Deadpool comic so I could read out this amazing quote from it, which is just
Okay,
great.
I have a bracketed
Okay.
item on my list, so I'll quickly talk about that. So
Okay.
just last night, I think it was, or this morning maybe, Asdf Movie 9 came out, and Asdf movies, it's a good one. It's kind of funny. It's like the ninth Asdf movie, so you'd think they'd be running out of things, but they're not, and it's quite good. And Tom Scott said that he planned to do 10, and he's done 9 now, and that's pretty cool. And also he's making like a book, like an Asdf movie book.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw the post on Tumblr about this.
Yeah, did you see Asdf movie 9?
Yes, I did. It was
It's
good.
a good one, isn't it?
Ish. It's okay. And honestly,
Some of the clips are a bit short, but it was good.
right, I've got the quote. I've got it right here.
Okay.
So Deadpool's over in Russia, right, and he's talking to some Russian people, and he says, "Yeah, so that boat you saw me a few weeks ago, took it down to the islands, and it didn't work out. What do you mean by this? It sank. It's submarine. is supposed to sink. Oh. It's great. It like the whole thing is literally that.
I hate to say this, Nick, but I don't think your reading did that justice.
It probably doesn't because you don't have all the expressions and stuff that go with it.
That's true.
But I always thought it was pretty funny.
So what are Deadpool's superpowers?
He's got like regeneration and martial arts skills and stuff at the cost of him looking like an idiot, sounding like an idiot, generally being an idiot.
Regeneration.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine.
Yeah, I think at least in the movies, he's a product of the same program as Wolverine.
So he's a mutant.
What?
He's a mutant.
Sort of, yeah.
Why isn't he in the X-Men?
Well, put it this way, right? Would you want Deadpool your team?
Huh?
Would you want Deadpool on like your super team?
Probably.
He's an idiot.
My super team would be the Avengers. I just have all of them because they're fantastic.
No. It would be. I don't know if
Plus
I would
Batman,
have Deadpool,
even though he's like not canon. He's not even. He's DC, but I'd have Batman too.
I'd probably just have you know like the is it Iron Man 3? Yeah, Iron Man 3. The ending of that when he's got all the different Iron Man suits. I won't have Tony Stark. I'll just have all his suits.
Or just loads of different Iron Mans.
Yeah, all of them.
Iron Men.
Yeah.
Even the Ted Hughes one.
Yeah.
I did get the poet right, didn't I?
I don't know. Do you mean the Iron Giant or?
It's called the Iron Man.
Yes, but
poem.
Was the film called The Iron Giant, and that was based off it.
Well, the poem.
The film was way better.
Is it a poem or a book?
I think it's a book. Let's look this up.
It's a book, but it's by a poet. It's written. It's definitely written by a poet. I'm sure. I swear it was like the poet laureate at some point.
Yeah, no, it's a book. It's
Ted Hughes.
Ted Hughes, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
I mean,
won.
What? Did you get one past me?
No, I just remembered his name.
I was like, James, have you just succeeded at one of these things?
No.
I mean, The Iron Giant is a film that I've only seen very recently, and
I haven't seen the film.
Oh, well, I won't spoil it then. But at the time,
well, I mean, I read the book like years.
No, it's different. It's complete. It's not. It's nothing like the book.
Oh, okay.
So I was after watching this, like this animated film, whatever, I was like, whoa, that was amazing. And I go upstairs and I talk to James Arlington, and I say to James Arlington, what is that? I don't say that, but
my bottle. That was my water bottle.
Oh, right. As I say to James Arlington, James, I just saw The Iron Giant. James, it was amazing. James, like, best film ever. Well, apart from Up, but best film ever.
And he said?
Well, you would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
that was it.
Like him.
I don't. It's like some weird Cold War thing going on with the Iron Giant. But it was great, and you know the Cold War is a very interesting period of history.
Cold War is a Doctor Who episode from series 7.
Wow.
It's got an ice warrior. They're Martian, like from Mars.
Ah, so it's a pun then. Great.
Yes, because he's an ice. Yes, and it takes place in like a nuclear submarine, and there's this scientist guy, and he's like when they tell him that they're from the future, he keeps following them, and he's like asking him like, I want to know about the future, and they're like, no, we can't tell you, and he's like, because they think he's asking about like who wins, Russia or US, but he actually asks, do Ultravox split up?
Do they?
Well, I think they might have split up and got back together. I don't know. I don't do music.
Oh. Well, anyway, I actually have a bit of a problem here. I've just noticed. I was looking on my list, and in brackets is an item, the phone ringing. And then I was thinking, why do I have that? And I looked down, and I noticed the phone on my desk. And it's like the house phone.
Okay.
Because
the home phone.
Yeah, yesterday.
Home phone.
Yeah. Yesterday, my parents went to IKEA, and they said, right, answer the phone.
IKEA.
That is going to sound horrible.
Just some oak and some pine and a handful of Norsemen.
We'll put a link for this.
Yeah, do that. Best.
So anyway, the point is I have this phone on my desk. It could go off at any minute, and I don't know what to do about it. So if it does, like, I will flick my headset off, run outside, throw it down the hallway, except obviously not, I'll just kind of slide it along the floor, and then run back in, close the door, and put my headset back on.
Wait, what you'll do? Well,
I'll get rid of it, James.
if the phone rings, you should answer it, and then I'll just
No, because there's the other phone downstairs. We have two phones that are connected to the thing.
So why have you got that? So why have you got that one?
Because it was on my desk. My parents, because I was at my desk at the time. My parents were like, "Yeah, answer the phone." They put it on my desk for me.
Why didn't you move it?
Because I forgot, James. It was there, and I forgot about it.
If it starts ringing, can't you just like smother it?
Smother it in what, James? All I have on my desk are two mice, a pointless machine that doesn't work, henceforth making it even more pointless than it originally was, a Deadpool comic, a graphic novel, several headphone cables, which I've just brought upstairs even though they don't really do anything right now, and other things.
Is a graphic novel not just a comic?
Well, actually, this is an interesting point, because when I was I talked about this last episode when I was buying those comics. I said, like, you know, in the Lake District.
Yeah.
And when I took them to the counter, the guy said, I can't really say, like, okay, comics or something like that. And he says, oh, sorry, I mean to say graphic novels, in a completely sincere way. And I was thinking, well, they are comics because they are literally just Marvel comics in a book form. But does that make it a graphic novel?
Don't know.
Is a novel a self-contained story?
I'll ask Siri. Define novel.
There are two words spelled like novel.
It's saying
Novel
something.
means a fictitious prose narrative of book length, typically representing character and action with some degree of realism.
Well, there you go.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a self-contained story, but
no, it's just a fictitious prose narrative of book length. Now, book length. I love how it defines the length of it as being book length.
I mean, because you know I do a lot of writing. I tried to look up book length for to see if I was anywhere close. Turns out books can be ridiculously varying in length. That sentence did not work, but
going from like a Mr. Man book up to like The Hobbit.
Yeah. I don't know what to say here. We're kind of just like I get the feeling you've snuck a couple more past me.
No,
we're just segueing so quickly from one to the other.
Hang on, right. So hang on, you know, so comics, yeah.
Yeah.
So whether they're comics or graphic novels, is there anything that actually defines the difference?
I don't know. I don't care. It's a pictures with words in boxes.
How would
it's not that big a deal. Seriously.
What would Stanley say?
Stanley, the dead Stanley, or Stanley, creator of the Marvel, well, not creator, co-creator, whatever of Marvel comics.
Co-creator of the Marvel comics, which is the other Stanley.
Right, hang on. Whoa. Apparently, calling something a graphic novel isn't just a fancy way of saying comic book. There's a very clear difference between the two.
Oh, is there? Oh, can you enlighten us?
I don't know. Graphic novels are much longer and tend to be more complex, while a comic book will tell a story over many issues. Graphic novels often have their stories wrapped up in only one or two books. Well, hang on. Hang on a sec. I'd argue that graphic novels and comics are interchangeable. Because I've read comics that have been serialized that are then collected in a trade paperback in the form of a graphic novel. And when that happens, like, you can't tell that it's individual issues. It is one continuous storyline.
No, mate. No, it's a graphic novel then.
But it's not, because it's comics that were originally serialized. So the serialization isn't important.
Okay.
Considering that most comics that are serialized will end up in a trade paperback form at one point or another. Anyway, okay. Yeah.
So who is the other Stan Lee?
What do you mean? The Stan Lee, the founder of the Marvel Comics?
No, the other one.
The one that's dead in our thing, like the one who was listening in the first couple of episodes. But
no, that's Stan Lee. I'm talking about Stan Lee. Right, okay, that's fine. No, I was talking about... No, okay. Nick. Stan Lee and Stan Lee. Different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's... Stan Lee should use a different name, because that's cause of confusion right there.
I've just closed this tab about the graphic novel thing, and my last tab open is what I said about before we started recording, which is that you said that we were going to be starting recording at some point. Then you said that you were having trouble with audio, so give me a couple of minutes. And I was like, right. So I watched this honest trailer video about Fantastic Four, and I've started watching it, and it's 2 minutes 55
Which Fantastic Four?
The 2005 version.
Because wasn't there one in 2000? Because there were two Fantastic Four films.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination of both.
Okay,
it's
the original one and the Silver Surfer one.
Yeah.
And the Fantastic Four, they're mutants as well, aren't they? Well, because when I went to see Ant-Man, I saw the trailer for the new Fantastic Four.
No, they're not mutants.
Well, according to the new Fantastic Four trailer, they are, because they go to space and then they get mutated, and then that's how they get the powers.
But hang on, in the Marvel,
Talk to the types.
Defines a mutant?
Marvel's definition of mutant.
Yes, here we go. Yes, I thought so. They're not human. They're
not human.
Offshoot subspecies known as Homo superior, and they are born with genetic abnormalities.
Born with genetic abnormalities. Okay. So the Fantastic Four, they obtained genetic abnormalities from exposure to whatever chemicals, in the same way that Spider-Man got bitten by a radioactive spider.
But here's an interesting question then. What about Deadpool?
How did he get his powers?
He gets powers.
Gets powers.
I'm sure he gets powers. No.
Is Deadpool a mutant?
His healing factor is derived from Wolverine's.
Okay, I found this on the web for us. Deadpool the mutant.
Mate, Siri is fantastic.
Yeah, he's not a mutant. He just hangs around with the X-Men. He's like a wannabe X-Men.
He's a wannabe X-Men or X-Man.
Yeah. Really, all
crikey.
Deadpool wants is to
Almost
be
spilt my tea then.
Did you?
I did.
You never struck me as much of a tea drinker, James.
Yeah, I love tea.
Not that I agree with the idea of there being a certain type of person who drinks tea.
Do you know what I'd prefer to drink than tea, though?
What?
Iced tea.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm not
iced tea either. Iced tea is actually quite hard to get around here.
It is, yeah.
Right.
Didn't like Lipton go through a phase of being really like popular or something here, and then
no idea. You can, but I mean, if you go to like Europe, there's iced tea everywhere.
But the thing is, in
another drink that they sell, but it's kind of really patchy where you can get iced tea within England.
But there's a reason for that, because it's very much a warm weather drink, isn't it? Or at least that's how people see it, because you have to drink certain foods in certain weathers. You don't drink foods, you eat them.
In certain weathers.
Yeah.
I don't drink food.
Yeah. No, nor do I.
Well, I'm glad we're agreed.
And drink drinks and foods.
You eat foods.
Eat foods.
Why don't you foods? Or
I don't know.
Why don't we call food eat or something? I don't know.
Oh, this is interesting. This is actually really interesting because there's actually a there's this constructed language. Tiered language. Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of it. It's oh, I think it's Esperanto.
Oh, Esperanto. Esperanto
Yeah.
is that universal language, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but nobody speaks it, so it's not much use.
But
As long
the
as people
point,
translate.
yeah, the thing with Esperanto is that it's a funny thing. I'm glad that it exists. Yet right now it's a bit pointless.
Yeah.
I think. So,
I'd rather have English just become the universal language. That'd be much easier for me.
but it's hang on, but it's not because as we've just proven in our discussion, English doesn't make sense. It's not logical in any way.
No languages make sense.
But Esperanto does because it's entirely constructed.
Because it's made artificially rather than being born of generations speaking to one another. But that's silly. That's not how language works. That's like comparing, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a cyborg or a robot or something, but I can't think of one. Cyborg or robot?
What?
Can you think of a cyborg or a robot?
Yes.
Go on then.
A cyborg, Terminator, robot.
Well, yeah, he's Terminator.
Optimus Prime. Well,
human.
hang on. Optimus Prime isn't a robot, is he?
Depends.
I know
Depends
robots in
who you
disguise.
believe, doesn't it?
Hang on. No, but as in mythos. Define robot.
Well, well, they're
A
aliens.
machine capable of carrying out a complex series of actions automatically, especially one programmable by a computer. But Transformers aren't programs, they evolved.
They're AI. But they're not AI.
No,
they're
not
they're
AI,
just
they're just AI, yeah.
They're not artificial because they're just aliens. They're just another species, but they're made of metal for some reason.
Yeah, silicon based apparently. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what continuity that's from because, as we've already established, the Transformers continuity is equivalent to
Patchy.
trying to pick a.
Well, that's what happens when you try and make a fictional universe out of a toy. You get a messy continuity.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean,
No, you can't disagree.
I can disagree. I can very much disagree with that. Like, once you've read the IDW Transformers comics, like you can see just how much creative thought can go into doing something to make it make sense, and it does make sense. It's some very clever stuff going on there. What was I going to say? What was the this thing?
I don't know. All the things you say are pretty stupid.
Well, that's rude.
It's true though.
Here's a point.
Yeah.
Is a serialized film, like a serialized show, because what we've been saying about comics and graphic novels, that also applies to TV, doesn't it? Because you get a serialized television show, and then you get films.
Yeah.
And there is a clear divide.
Not always.
How so?
I had this discussion a while ago. People often you'll get the idea that even though you might get an overarching story in a TV series, generally TV series do tend to like each episode be very individual. But there are exceptions where you can in fact, there's a series of 6 half-hour TV shows that if you put them together, took out the last time bits between them, it would literally run like a movie and you wouldn't even be able to notice.
I mean, a lot of web series work that way, don't they? They have like they'll do the episodes individually before doing the entire thing video where they just cut out all the
VGHS.
Yeah, VGHS exactly.
VGHS. I still haven't finished series 3. Season
what?
3.
What?
I haven't.
What?
I know.
That's a mess.
I'm a fraud. I bet it's on Netflix. Well, no, they're all on Netflix. So yeah, it is on Netflix. But
I mean, I've been I mean, I shouldn't say this really because I know one particular listener is just going to be a massive douchebag about this. But I started watching you know Lost. Did I mention this to you?
Your brother told me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually.
When because, I was playing Dota with him last night.
What happened was we were in like we were in Manchester, I think, and there was a CEX there. And I go in, and they were selling like the first series, the box set for £4 it was, and I was like,
it's not bad.
It's meant to be really good, and I was thinking, yeah, okay, I'll buy this, and I take it to the till, and the guy's like, yeah, well, I'm sorry, but and then he kind of looks at me for a second, and goes, no, you know what? Okay, let's make this happen, and he takes the thing and he scans it and he gives it to me and he says, "Has anyone spoiled this for you?" And I'm thinking, well, not really. And he gives me this look like as if I'm some sort of superhuman. Like no one spoiled this show for me. And he goes, "Right, well, you watch this, but don't tell anyone that you're watching it, okay?"
Well, you failed there then, haven't you?
I've made a drastic error here. But oh well.
I still haven't seen it.
It is really good. Like, it is actually...
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it. Like...
Okay.
It does run in places a bit like a film.
Yeah.
But it is definitely serialized because of the way it works. And it's a very clever and interesting way in which it works, which once again I feel as if I shouldn't really say. No, I can say it. Like each episode focuses on one of the survivors of the crash to show the story of why exactly they were on that plane.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And it often like it will lead you to think one thing before in the last few minutes just subverting it and changing the entire meaning of the entire episode, which is really clever the way he does it, and has my respect.
I'll make sure I watch it. I presume you'll be able to lend me the DVD at some point.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, go for it.
I say you'll be able to lend me the DVD, but a year ago, literally a year ago now, I borrowed the original Star Wars trilogy from Seb. Still haven't watched them.
That's what was going through my mind
when
you said you could lend it me.
They're on my shelf now, as if
you own them.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, right. That's my job. I need to watch those, and that will be a thing.
They're not even that long. Like, really, you can just watch them.
I know. I will. Mark my words. I will. But back to CEX. Yeah. Can I just run through my latest CEX purchase batch?
Sure. This is like your haul video now.
Yes. Except I'm not like sat there showing you the haul. No, it was last week when we went to see Ant-Man. We went to the CEX that's in Stockport, and I bought 3 items. The first one, it was a DVD. It was Johnny English Reborn. £1.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's okay. I mean, it's Johnny English Reborn. I mean, yeah. I if you don't have it, I guess that makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've got the first Johnny English on DVD, so get Reborn. Why not? I've only seen because it's that scenario where I've seen the first one quite a few times, but I've only seen Reborn once, which was when I went to see it in the cinema, and now I can watch it again.
Yay.
The other 2 things I bought, one was Diddy Kong Racing DS. That's quite difficult to get your hands on nowadays because it was developed by Rareware, and obviously they're owned by Microsoft, so
they no longer produce it.
It's just one of those games. And then the third one, you'll love this. was Tetris DS.
Oh God, James, James.
But
Oh,
because I heard that Tetris DS is like one of the best Tetris games, but it's not a PAL copy. It's like an American it's like an American one or something, which means that well, one, I already knew that the Nintendo DS is not region locked, even though the 3DS is. So like I can't play it on my 3DS, but I can for some reason. I think I should be able to, but whatever. I can play it on any of my DSs because they're not region locked.
You suck. Sorry.
Well, you've just gone really quiet.
Me?
Yeah.
Now, particularly?
Yeah.
Why? I haven't messed with anything. Why? Well,
maybe you're just talking quietly.
Possibly. I do not know.
Yeah, I think you were just talking quietly. You
Okay.
tend to talk really loudly, so.
I do. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's how you were talking before, that loudly.
I don't know. I always do this when there's like, whenever I'm with people, I have a habit of just talking
Shouting.
really loudly, and I guess it's because you guys Will especially has a habit of just interrupting me randomly.
Oh, yeah.
He does that all the time.
We all hate it. He interrupts everyone, but then and then when people interrupt him, he starts waving his arms around and going.
That is exactly what he does, actually.
It is. I'm waving my arms as well in the way that he does, but you can't see that, obviously.
Yeah. So, tell you another thing I do that's really weird. Like, have you ever done this? When you're like, you don't really walk home like the way I do, I guess.
No,
but
because I don't live where you do.
Yeah, but if you're walking somewhere and you're on like the little roads and stuff that are off the main roads that no one ever goes down, occasionally, like I just kind of wander into the middle of the road and walk down it, like in the middle.
That's good.
Do you do that?
No, I'm as I say, I'm not really. I don't really come into contact with those roads, like when I walk about.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good. There's
a load around where I live, and the thing is, like, it's like you know the have you seen the, I don't know if it's a trailer, but there's like pictures, promotional pictures and stuff from Fallout 3 of the I think
Fallout 3 or Fallout 4?
Fallout 3 of I think
3?
It's the Vault Dweller. I don't know. I don't know what his name is, but either way, it's like him, and he walks down the middle of like this road with all the abandoned houses on the sides. And I don't know, I just like getting that kind of feeling when you're
no, that's fair enough. I can understand that.
Yeah. Oh, great. Anyway,
gosh.
So yeah.
You seen the new epic rap battle of history?
I haven't, no.
Oh.
That was some great segueing there. Just like
this is like it's like a thing I do. Like every time there's a new epic rap battle of history out, I'm like, "Have you seen the new epic rap battle of history? ERB, whatever." And often the response is, "No, I haven't." And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing?"
Oh,
they're fantastic. Do you know who it is?
What?
It's Jim Henson.
I don't know who that is.
The guy that created the Muppets.
Oh, okay.
Versus Stan Lee.
Oh,
as in Marvel Comics, Stan Lee.
Well.
It's good, but and then spoilers. There's a third participant in the battle because basically by the fourth verse, they've decided that instead of rap battling one another, they're going to be like nice to each other and friendly in that.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose. Hang on, Disney's bought them both.
Yeah,
so,
it's Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Walt Disney is the. But of course, one of Walt Disney's lines actually goes along the lines of, "I own all of these rap battles," which is true, because Epic Rap Battles of History are part of Maker Studios, Ray William Johnson's YouTube network.
Right.
And a few months ago, Disney bought Maker Studios. So Disney technically own the epic rap battles of history.
I mean, this is exactly what I said to my brother a few days ago, which is that Disney is becoming, by and large, like the global
by and large
WALL-E.
From
yeah, WALL-E.
Well, they're not just from WALL-E, are they? That I swear they've been in other Pixar films as well.
Have they?
Are you familiar with the Pixar theory?
No, James.
Are you?
You can't tell me that those talking fish died in the apocalypse.
So hang on, you are familiar with the Pixar theory?
No, not well. I can imagine what it entails. Go for it.
No, the Pixar theory is a theory that every Pixar film is linked and takes place in the same universe, and people have drawn up a whole timeline of every Pixar film. So I think it starts at Brave.
Yeah,
and ends at Monsters Inc.
I don't see that because
the reason it ends at Monsters Inc. is because basically Monsters Inc. comes at some point after WALL-E.
Why?
And other things, I don't know. But basically, it goes along the lines of humans evolved into the monsters in Monsters Inc. And the doors to the children's bedrooms and stuff are actually doors that travel through time, to back when humans actually lived on Earth.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind now.
and there's some kind of spell back in Brave that caused animals to be sentient, and that's why so many Pixar films have, or all of the Pixar films have sentient animals. And at some point, animals take over from humans, is Bug's Life, and and then there's.
I don't even know what to say about this. What?
And the superheroes play a part because The Incredibles.
There. Well, hang on. The toys from Toy Story?
Yes.
You know how you're saying that WALL-E is in the same continuity as Toy Story?
Yes.
Can I write a fan fiction about this?
If you want. I mean, you could have written a fan fiction even if I hadn't told you that there is evidence to say that they are in fact in the same universe. But no, some of these companies, I think by and large, I swear it's by and large that appear on Buzz Lightyear's batteries.
By and large.
I swear. And they're Nemo, and obviously you get Nemo toys and stuff in all of them.
Right.
It's something like that. I swear it's by and large they appear on Buzz Lightyear's batteries. I swear.
Toy Story 3, appears on his batteries. Appears on construction equipment Carl Fredrickson's house. Appears on a whiteboard in the animation department of A Day in the Life of John Lasseter, which I haven't seen. I don't even know what to say to this. This is
search the Pixar theory.
No, I ain't doing this. I ain't going down that rabbit hole.
Right. Well, there'll be links in the description anyway, so you'll have to search it. Well, I'll have to search it at least.
No.
One of us will have to search it, but it's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, and obviously cars play a part in it.
How? Cars. I forgot about this. How does cars?
Well, in the same way that toys become sentient because of some sort of reason, but cars become. It's after humans die out, I think, or after humans leave Earth or something. Cars, because there aren't any humans in cars, are there?
No.
So
I have a certain problem with this theory, which is the way that, despite the fact that we're having multiple dominant civilizations, let's say,
it's over time. It's over a long period of time.
Yes, over a long period of time.
It's a slow shift in the balance of power.
But if you look at the cultures within these things, all the cultures share elements, quite strong elements, to the point where I don't think they couldn't have just been inherited, like its design, as opposed to.
Well, of course it's design. The films
But
were
the point is,
written
because
and
it's design, then it becomes clear that it can't just be that these things are all in the same continuity.
what
Other than. Ooh. This gets very meta now, because if we presume that these are in a continuity, then perhaps the world there was created in the context of our world. I mean, all things are, as we know it, a product of our world, because we're the only sentient things in the galaxy as far as we're concerned.
Not necessarily.
Why?
Well, no, well, because there probably are aliens, but like we're sending like signals out into space and stuff, and they're just seeing all of the stuff, and they're like, nah, let's leave them alone. They're kind of weird.
The thing is, there are theories present which state that due to the infinite nature of the universe, we should have already received a transmission and received it, like, properly. And because of the fact that we haven't, then there are things about our universe that we do not yet comprehend.
Yeah. There was something I saw in Shower Thoughts a while ago. It said, you know the infinite monkeys with the infinite typewriters.
Yeah, I saw this. I think I see
What
that.
did it say? I don't remember exactly.
Nor do I.
It said something along the lines of, it's a good thing the monkeys have typewriters and not computers. The infinite monkeys have typewriters, not computers, because this would happen.
Great. We've really done this shower thought justice.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll Google it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, shower thoughts is a mess because it is. There's so many reposts now. Like it's dead. Shower thoughts is dead. Long live shower thoughts. Yeah, I mean, this is just kind of silence.
Yeah, sorry. You just keep talking.
Yeah, well, I'll talk a bit about what we did on holiday.
I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I'm glad the infinite monkey is always on a typewriter, because if he was on a computer, he'd eventually accidentally code a malevolent AI that would destroy humanity and monkeys.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what to say. Yeah, can I just talk about what we did on holiday? Because the weather was god awful. Like, it was meant to be
on your list.
I can't swear a second time. I'm not very good at this. Okay. Like, I can't just segue around things like you do on your two little wheels and your.
Mate, my segue is unbelievable. Yeah. So go on, talk about it anyway. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
I'll give you that pleasure.
It was very awful, the weather. Like, it was meant to be a seaside holiday. You go there, it's raining, it's cloudy, you can't really go to the beach. But we did eventually manage to go down on 2 separate days. And one of the things that, like, my family does, or at least me, my dad, and my brother, is we like to, when we go to beaches and stuff, if we have time, we'll make a really big sand sculpture of something or another. I don't know if I would have told you this. So, basically what this entails is me and my brother make a massive pile of sand, and then my dad, who's good with all the art stuff and everything, kind of carves it down, whatever, into whatever it is we're making. So the first one we did was a big boat that you could sort of sit in, even though it wasn't really to scale with anything.
Nice.
And the second thing was, and the boat was on a day when the beach was really quiet, like there wasn't many people around. But on the second day, the weather was good, and we went down at 10 o'clock in the morning and started work on a giant squid we were doing, which may surprise you. But yeah.
Did that not terrify you, Nick?
No, it didn't, because it was a very cartoony squid. And this is actually, oh my word, Right, I forgot about. I never mentioned this. Yeah, here it is. Right, there's. I was on the Know Your Meme wiki, which is a thing that exists. It's a documentation of memes, and one of the trending memes apparently was Facilophobia, Thalassophobia. Yeah, Thalassophobia. And like I was looking at this picture and I was thinking, well, hang on, is that a fear of sea monsters? Because I have that, and then what this basically led to was a longer campaign over Skype with various different people, asking them to check the website to make sure there wasn't any images there that would trigger my thalassophobia. And then as this was happening, I just went on the internet and found out that actually you can just disable all images, all loading of images in Google Chrome. It's dead easy. So I did that, went on the page, and after like a quarter of an hour's worth of work to get on this page, it turned out there was literally nothing there of interest. It's like, yeah, it's a fear of kind of the sea, but more specifically large things in the sea. So, well, thanks. But turns out, I think Reddit has actually kind of expanded on this for a bit of a specific name regarding sea monsters specifically, which is megalahydrothalassophobia.
That's cool.
I know. Apparently, that's
megalahydrothalassophobia.
Yeah, thalas obviously relating to the sea, hydro relating to water, and mega relating to very large.
Yeah. Thanks for that breakdown of the English language there.
Well, some people might not know this, James. Come on. I mean, can you name every single one of our listeners? Because I can.
Yeah. No, it's... Yeah. Yeah, I like those words made up of, like, Latin root words and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I figure I've very much lost this episode.
You've lost?
Yeah, just lost.
Have you finished your list?
Pretty much. I have one item left.
Oh, so do I.
Oh, well, how's this going to work out?
Well, I don't know. Say something.
Okay. Telephone. Which is what's on my desk, as mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but that's in brackets, so I know that's not the thing. Oh, this is
this is tense.
Right. Well, okay. Well. This is kind
Tell you
of awkward.
what. Hang on. These dead cacti right here that I'm looking at. I mean, these are a mess.
What dead cacti?
There's a lot of them.
Dead cacti.
Yeah.
Why have you got dead cacti?
Well, because my brother has cacti that people
Why
have
are
given
they
him
dead?
cacti. They're not quite dead. They're all partially alive, as cacti sometimes do.
Do you actually need to water a cactus?
Yes, you do. You just don't need to do it as often as other plants. And right now, these things are getting watered about once a month, if they're lucky. So,
but in a desert, a cactus is it even going to get that much water?
These are small cacti, so they need more water. Because
you should get a big cactus.
No, because
I would surround my house with cactuses, and then it'd be like a fortress, but with cactuses or cacti.
Hashtag just Minecraft things.
Oh, I haven't played Minecraft in ages.
Nor have I. Yeah, that it's a mess, really. I mean, I think I've been sort of scared away from Minecraft by the large merchandising push behind it, like with minions, as we were describing last episode, I think.
Yeah, the number of young children I see now with Minecraft T-shirts is insane. Why? What Minecraft? What? Why? It's
on one
Minecraft.
hand, I know. On one hand, I don't mind it. Because I think it's good that video games are becoming more mainstream like this. On the other hand, I kind of don't like it because I kind of like the elitism of it all.
Yeah. I think
there's no justification.
Everyone likes elitism,
as long as you're
they want to hold on to it, and then once it's gone,
we'll find a new thing to be elitist about. Like it would be like if Homestuck became mainstream.
That's not happening.
It's
not happening.
But I wouldn't even read that thing anymore. No. The whole point of it is that no one reads it, apart from the massive amount of people that does. Yeah, I'm not really making any sense right now. Yeah.
No, it's like beta testers, like they are the true elitists. On my Lego network, if you're a beta tester, did you get a badge for it?
I wasn't a beta tester, but yes.
I'm fairly certain that Will was.
Yeah, you do get badges.
Oh, that is elitism right there.
It is.
Beta, it's like on TF2 as well. People that bought the game before it became free to play in 2010 got the proof of purchase hat. Elitism.
Yeah, but the proof of purchase hat isn't that great.
Well, no, it's not, but it proves that you bought the game between 2007 and 2010.
I guess. So yeah. I'm just looking something up that I was thinking about here. I keep saying Segue.
Segue, yeah.
Yeah, like this is a thing, and I'm not actually sure I'm doing it right. In music and film, move without interruption from one piece of music or scene. Okay, yes. Well, hang on. From one piece of music or scene to another. So when I've been saying segue this whole time, like...
I think it's fine. I'd use it for speech as well.
Right, okay.
I'm just in my Steam inventory at the moment, and you gave me this this Steam trading card beta access pass.
Oh, yeah, so I did.
Yeah, but you can't use it anymore because
I know
the trading card beta's over.
That's what makes it so great. That's another form of elitism. The people who still have those things in their inventory. I have 3 of them.
Is Steam a TCG?
No.
But it's got trading cards, and
it's not a game.
Is it? Isn't it?
This is very much on the verge of becoming another episode of PBS Idea Channel. So let's not. Let's just no, because that's a level of philosophy that's beyond us right now. I think I don't see
you maybe.
James, there's no point going into this. Okay, I know you think it will be funny to just spend an hour talking about whether or not it is a game or not. It's not that important.
But it could be. You saying it's not important?
Yes, it's not important. It's a flipping distribution service for video games. It is not in itself a game, at least within the surface level which we should be looking at things more than this deep analysis.
If you're looking at your friends list on Steam, let me do this right now, okay? And I see that somebody is okay. I can't actually check from just my friends list, but if I see some, hang on, I can do it from looking at the friends list on my profile. Let me do that. Okay.
Do you mean Steam levels?
Yes. Okay. Because if I look at my friends list and I see I've got a friend on here who's level 15, and 15 is pretty good. But I look at my level, and I'm like level 23. That's pretty awesome. And then I see on here, hang on, I have a friend who is level 35. But wait, I actually have a friend who is level 50.
Yep. I do as well.
I know you do, yeah.
We both know who this guy is.
Yeah, but it's like, well, hang on. Does having a leveling system make it a game? Yes.
Arguably, yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Because as soon as the only way to earn these levels is to buy games, get trading cards, craft badges, and it's.
I have a level 100 million Monster Summer badge. Like,
you have a what?
Million. You know the Monster Summer sale that there was on Steam, where there was that little mini game. My badge for that is level 100 million.
100 million?
100 million.
I only have a 16,110 1.
Wow.
How did you get a level 100? I don't believe you.
You can look on my profile.
I'm going to do that right now. Bear with me.
I started playing when the game began, and I left it idling, visiting like 3 times a day to upgrade stuff.
Yeah, you're completely... No, I was doing it about once a day. See, I didn't go on multiple times a day. Oh, did I? I don't know, but that's impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you say impressive. Like, is that impressive? Is that?
But hang on. The picture on the badge is a TV, but the picture on the TV is a wormhole. Why?
Deep.
Why?
Because it's a portal between dimensions, James.
I'm confused now.
Yes. Should be. Anyway, have you talked about the last item on your list yet?
Hey?
Have you managed to talk about the last item on your list?
I have.
So have I.
Oh.
I think you've done better than me.
Right. Do we have to? So how do we do this then?
So we'll do one item. We'll read one item off the list each. Okay.
Okay.
Starting at the top and going down. So what's your first item?
My first item is No More Stanley, and I did that before we even announced that this was how we were doing it.
I honestly, I think it might be an idea to say it for future episodes that we can't do stuff relating exactly to the podcast as one of our goals.
You never outlined that.
I never said this, but I'm thinking.
Is this just because you're salty, Nick?
Yes, but it's also because I think it would make sense, because otherwise, like, you could just put on your list last week's viewing figures and then talk about it in a completely non-conspicuous manner.
Okay, right.
So my first item, after all the things in brackets, is my future self judging me, which I didn't do. You saw that straight away.
I caught that one out.
Good job.
Snipped it.
So that's
my next one then.
1-0. So yeah, your next one.
My next one was the new epic rap battle of history, Jim Henson versus Stan Lee.
Right. Okay.
I thought I made that way too obvious, but no, you were.
Well, I wasn't sure. You have a habit of just doing that, so I didn't think much of it really, because you just do that all the time anyway. You're like every day at school. You're always like, guys, you see new epic rap battles of history. Then you proceed to like sing a couple of verses of it, or sing verses of it that you've already memorized, and it's fine.
If I really like them, I do memorize them very quickly. Okay, so your second item was.
Walking in the middle of the road when there's no one around.
I didn't spot that one.
Yeah, I got that one. So that's 2-1.
Okay, so no, it's not. Is it? Oh yeah,
it's you. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, 2. Yes. Okay, so my third item was Ant-Man, which you caught.
Yes. My third was sand sculptures. Really.
That was one.
Wait,
wow.
didn't you call that out?
No. Or did I?
What was the thing you called out? We should go back. Can we like pause the recording and quickly go back and listen or something?
Theoretically, but hang on, can we just carry on going through this?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. Okay, so that we'll put a question mark next to that.
Okay. Did you think I called that out?
I don't know.
Maybe I did call it out. Maybe I'm just being stupid. Maybe I forgot.
You called out at least 2 of my things.
Yeah, I know I did. I know I did. Right, hang on. Okay, so my fourth item,
yeah,
is Steamer TCG.
Oh. now, I think you did that one pretty well, didn't you? Because how did we get there?
Hey?
How did we get there? What did you just like?
Oh God, I used the elitism thing to segue into beta testing, and then I used that to get to the fact that I had the Steam trading card beta access pass that you gave me that can't even be used, and then I said it there.
That was very good. That was good play there.
Thank you.
Now, have I said my fourth item is although actually the sand sculpture is my fourth item. I missed one. The meaning of the word segue was actually one of my items on the list, and I spent the entire episode trying to get that in.
Wow,
and
that was
like I didn't think it was ever going to work, and I just pretended I wasn't sure what it meant, and I looked it up and I got it, and I'm like, yes.
Wow, that's good. Well done.
So what are we up to? Like
my fifth item is the stupid things that you talk about.
What? Wait, when was this? When was this mentioned?
Well, you said, I think you said something along the lines of, what was I going to say now? And I said, I don't know, but everything you talk about is pretty stupid.
Fair enough. I mean, that's a bit of a. I don't particularly like that one because you just do that all the time anyway. Like, that's not a subject. That's.
Well.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
We'll let it pass.
I thought that was quite a clever one to use, actually, but yeah.
My fifth item was what was originally going to be in brackets, but because I couldn't think of a fifth item, I just took it out of brackets. It was Lost, and was that the one you called out?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Right. Well, let's go back, and I think you've won, but I'm kind of curious to see which one it was that you called out.
Either I won or we drew.
How's that work? Because I only got 3 past you. You called out 2, and you were right both times.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yes. Right. I've won then. But okay. Well, we don't remember exactly which ones I called out.
So yeah, let's find out after the break.
Are we going to do that right now?
Should I do the harmonica thing?
Hang on, Nick. Are we doing that right now?
Yeah, we're doing it.
Okay. Does that mean I have to pause the recording?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I hope this works. Yeah, so Nick was right with the ones that he said I called out.
Great. So, what can I say? I'm not very good at this.
You don't need to say anything now. That's it. We're done.
We're done. That's it. Game over. Go home now. I mean, this has been like an hour. This like Ross's dream of a 1-hour episode has.
It's not just Ross's dream; it's Matt's dream as well.
Okay.
It's a collective dream between the two of them. Maybe other people that are not as vocal.
Probably. I think we've just named 2 of our 3 listeners.
We have more than 3.
4, yeah, if we count me.
Yeah.
Well, my future self, really, or my past self.
Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah.
Right then. So, do you want to do an outro?
Yeah, let's do the outro. What even was it? I hang on.
We never really had an outro.
Quick. Yeah, we do. We have a thing on the harmonica. Talk quickly while I go watch the video and find out.
Okay, right. Okay. So, this is the bigger issues has been. We'll be. We might be here again next week. I don't know. It just depends on how things turn out. Sometimes we're here. Sometimes we're not. It's a bit hit and miss at the moment. But just make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you'll find out when the new ones are out, which should be each week, but might not always be depending on what we're doing. And if you check links in the description, there'll be links to everything we talked about as usual, and there'll be links to other places like Nick's Tumblr and his YouTube channel, my other YouTube channels. So yeah, that's that. I've been James, he's been Nick, and hopefully...
I don't know how many times you repeated yourself there. I think I've got it, just about. It's probably not right, but let's do it.
Go.
Then you say something.
We'll see you in the next one.
That was easy.
Oh dear.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.